Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Straight Waffling Ep.3. And boy, do we have a good one for you. I'm your host, Connor Levinson, alongside my co-host, roommate, friend, Justin Holmes. And we have, oh my God, do we have an episode for you guys today. Last week was cut short, 30-minute episode. We were on our way down in Knoxville to watch UTK play, but this week is a banger. So we are not going to waste any time. I'm going to let Justin take this one from the top. Ladies and gentlemen, the Virginia Tech Hokies have found their new football head coach. The one, the only James Franklin will now be the new head coach at Virginia Tech. Justin, give me your thoughts. Give me your emotions. Give me your feelings. Give me all of it.
I mean, what can I say that isn't good about this hire? I mean, it is the absolute best hire that I think best head coach Virginia Tech could have hired, without a doubt. That's like by far and away. I mean, that's the best coach any school anywhere could have, or best coach any school anywhere could have hired. I don't think that's any question. But word on the street is he really wanted to come here. He maybe thought had some interest in some other places, but he wanted to come here, and boy, was the advisory board, the committee, everyone at the school nuts to the floor is what people are saying. Was what the way they went. They went all out. They were relentless in every aspect. James Franklin said it in his press conference. They got him. They wanted him bad, and they got him. I mean, you can't say anything better than that. I mean, this is the best thing that could happen for the school.
Yeah, I fully agree. I mean, you see me smiling over here. Like, I can't believe it. This is my life, as the LeBron meme goes. Like, it's crazy. Like, when he was first fired, it wasn't even like a thought that we were going to get him, right? It was the running joke that it was going to be him or Nick Saban to Tech, because we were never going to get either of those guys, because, no good head coach would ever want to come here to this program. And like you said, the committee, the advisory board, they really, truly went all in with the funding that they're committing to the athletic department, the funding that they're committing to him to build a top coaching staff and a top roster in college football. And he saw that plan from the jump. And, it took a secret flight that they thought no one knew about with Bud Foster on it to really win him over. But, now that he's here, now that he's a head coach, like this really changes the trajectory of Virginia football going forwards. Like, for next year, even, like, it's crazy.
And I think in a way, I think it also changes the ACC a lot too. I mean, you have these programs that are, the what you can say is the blue bloods of the ACC, the Clemson, the Miami, the Florida State. They're all kind of reeling right now. Florida State isn't the same as they were 5 years ago. Hell, even 3 years ago. Clemson hasn't been themselves in the last couple seasons. They don't look too great right now under Dabo. And Miami, I mean, yeah, they're ranked, they're up there, fighting for a playoff spot right now, but they still sometimes manage to not win those big games, and they haven't gotten over the hump quite yet. And like we've been talking about the last couple weeks, the ACC is wide open. I mean, you see UVA right now, what they're doing. In a year, they kind of changed now. They're in contention. Georgia Tech under Brent Key, he's been great for them, and now they've been in contention the last couple of years. You have a couple other schools that are doing the same. So I mean, I think I'm not going to say that Tech could be in the championship game next year, but they can put in a roster that can compete, and I think in the top half of the ACC. And so now with the commitment that Virginia Tech is actually putting in, the funding, the NIL, everything, it's now on par with the benchmark was Miami, was Florida State, was Clemson, and the numbers are going to match up. Now it's going to come down to, so that's another potential. It's the potential for Virginia Tech to now be one of the big players in the ACC, and that could change things. Now it's going to come down to execution, obviously. What high school recruits can they get? How can they hit the portal to fill in gaps where the high school players can't? Who's going to fill in the staff? Are they going to get good position coaches? Are they going to get good coordinators? There's a lot more factors that are going to go into it. But I think, they're setting themselves up to be another big player in the ACC. And I also think this puts Virginia Tech, and forget about Coach Franklin. I mean, it's going to help. But I think the commitment to funding and all that sets them up well beyond the ACC. If, when a realignment inevitably comes in 2030, where the deal runs out.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
for the future, this is the best thing possible.
Yeah, I think you're right. I was watching Pardon the Interruption the other day, and they were talking about the hire when it happened, and they said something that really stuck out to me, and they were like, with the way the ACC is, he goes, you have Wake Forest and you have UVA dominating the league this year, and he goes, I'll pause for laughter, and he's right. Like, looking at the conferences and where they are and the teams that are at the top of each league, Texas A&M, the Alabamas, the Indiana, Ohio State, like, yeah, it's a joke that Wake Forest and UVA are leading
I
this
don't know about Wake
conference.
Forest, but
Not Wake Forest. Sorry, excuse me. Oh my God, Georgia Tech and
okay, I was gonna
UVA.
say.
Sorry, Georgia Tech and UVA. Like it is like those are two teams. I mean, obviously Brent Key has done great at Georgia Tech and built a respectable program there. I'm not going to say great yet, but a respectable program. But when you look around at every other conference in college football, the ACC doesn't come close to touching the top programs of other conferences. And it shows in the rankings because right now, they're looking to try to get the ACC to be the one conference that's out in the college football playoffs. And again, when you have historic teams like FSU and like Clemson that are reeling like this, it makes the rest of the conference look bad. But in terms of Virginia Tech, this is the perfect window of opportunity to take hold of that and dominate the conference. And I trust in what Franklin has done at Penn State and that he's going to carry that to Virginia Tech. And I trust that he's going to be finding coordinators and staff hires that, are people that have built a resume that are worthy of being in the top college football program in the nation. And, I don't see a way in which we end up back with 3 wins again in the next couple of years. Like, it just doesn't seem like the path this is going. It seems like the school is committed. The athletic department is committed. Franklin is committed. And it's something that Virginia Tech hasn't seen since the Beamer days. And it's exciting. This fan base has been starving for something good for so long that it almost seems too good to be true now that it's finally here. And, I feel lucky that, I'm a part of this and that I get to see this. We joked, we would never see a national championship in our lifetime. And like now it's like, whoa, like we might make the college football playoffs in the next 3 years. So it's really, really cool to see.
Maybe not right away, but eventually possible. It's possible.
That is true. But it is good. It's cool to see that, we actually have a shot. This is a legitimate thing. This isn't some taking a shot at some coach and hoping it works out. Like he is an established winner. He couldn't beat those top 10 teams when he was at Penn State, but he does know how to win games. And we can't even beat ODU right now. So I'll take it. And the other thing he can do really well is recruit. And clearly he is showing that already being here for 3 days. And how many recruits do we have coming to the game this weekend against Miami?
It's too many. I don't even know how they're going to have room for all of them this weekend. But immediately, I mean, they said he was making calls Monday night about like talking to recruits and trying to get them on campus. And, it's set up to be a big weekend for them. Recruiting, they have Virginia Tech commits, they have uncommitted high school commits from their area and beyond. They have some Penn State commits that are coming. So it's going to be, it'll be a complete especially by the time the transfer portal closes in January 20th or whatever it is, you're going to have a complete roster flip. And it's going to be, I can't see it anyway. It's going to be a worse roster than we had this year. Like you mentioned, like we were talking about how it's great for Virginia Tech, but I think for James Franklin took the opportunity that was really good for him as well. You go to Florida State, LSU, whoever it may be, the expectations are insane there. I mean, you can be a coach for 1 year and you go have 3 wins and it's already, you're already like on the hot seat in a way. Not
Right.
maybe right away,
Yeah,
but
no, but
there's talk about
it was the same
The pressure,
expectations he
the
had at Penn
pressure.
State. It was exactly the same if he was
I
at
think
Penn
it's even
State to LSU.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So I think he came to a spot where he has a lot of wiggle room. You came into an easier league. He is getting good money. He could completely run the program and shape it how exactly he wants it from bottom up. Um, like I said, it's a league you can win in. It's an area that he's extremely familiar with recruiting wise. We've already talked about that multiple times on this podcast. Um, so I think he really jumped at the opportunity, and I think it set himself up really well. I think you can't, I'm like, I haven't been able to stop talking about it since Monday. I mean, it's just
No,
so
it
good to
really
see.
is crazy. It is, and like, dude, like just a lot, like the recruits that are going to be here this weekend alone. Like, I couldn't even tell you the last time that we had like 3 or 4 4-star recruits on campus at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually insane.
I mean,
And
and the same night he got hired, he's talking to recruits that, the last couple of years we wouldn't have ever even tried to go after.
right,
So,
yeah, these guys didn't even have offers to VT some of them because it was like, yeah, no, they're going to go to bigger and better schools. Why even bother?
and
And it's
one thing I want to point out is I like what he said in the press conference is how um you can't go all out in the portal year one. If you completely have your roster full of portal players, he said it's like he said it's tough to get out of that cycle. The way he said he wants to mitigate it with good high school recruits and then fill in portal pieces, I think that's the best way to go about it because you build that credibility with the pipeline that you can develop players, you can get high school players, and then where it helps, you'll get hopefully really good, solid transfer players that have good experience. Usually they're the upperclassmen guys that are going to be here for a year or two. And I think that model is like I think it's the most efficient kind of way to build a team now in the world of college football. Sometimes you see these like look at TCU from a couple years ago. Their entire almost every single starter was a new player to the team, a transfer
right,
player. They were good that year, it makes sense. And then next year they couldn't follow it up. A lot of the guys left, and it's
right,
those high school, those younger guys that you got having played, they didn't develop maybe the right way or as
right,
much as you expected. So that when these portal guys all leave, they can't fully fulfill what they did the year before.
right.
So, I mean, we'll see what happens with Indiana. They were able to do it first year
For
with
multiple
Signetti,
years, yeah,
and now they're good this year. We'll see what happens with him. That's kind of a model of going all out in the portal and a new coach. So I think it's a little bit different now in Virginia Tech stance, but it'll be really, really interesting to follow recruiting in general for the next couple months now, and then for the year or two to come to see how the roster molds out and what kind of recruits we actually can get.
yeah, exactly. And I think that I think he's adapting that mindset of building that foundation throughout more than just recruiting. You were talking about his press conference. Another thing he said that really stuck out to me was again, in the era of like NIL and money and paying players, right? Like, he doesn't want to be that school that's shelling out just boatloads of cash to any guy that wants it, and they're just going to take any guy that wants to be there for the money, right? He wants to build a foundation of players who are here because they want to be at this school and they want to be with him. And part of that
Hmm.
involves Virginia Tech investing in athletics, investing in their facilities, catching up with those big boys, so to speak, in college football. And so that, yeah, we'll give them the money, sure, but we'll have the facilities and we'll have the means for these guys to look at it and go, yeah, I went to Virginia Tech and I went to Tennessee and I went to these schools and it was all similar across the board. But, I really like James Franklin. I really like the culture of Virginia Tech, and I'm going to go there for that reason. Instead of it being like, yeah, I'm going to go to Tech because they're giving me the most money, even though their facilities aren't as good or they don't have, the same things that other schools do, right? And again, I think that all ties back into that building that foundation. And that's what you need in a coach. And I think that's something big that this school has been missing. And, if you take a walk around our campus and you go to where the athletic center is, like, our football facilities are not that nice compared to other schools. Like, we really don't got it the way that other schools do. Like, the top schools in the nation, have separate dining halls and separate gyms for the football team. Like, they have their own stuff. And here it's, everyone is together, every sport is together. And for some recruits, especially higher end ones, it's like that's not good enough. And so, having the money to now invest in that infrastructure and potentially get that stuff can just even add on more to the fact that A, he's already a great recruiter, and B, he's got that, that the reputation that precedes anything he could say out of his mouth. But again, clearly what he's saying isn't just fluff and nothing, because again, we got, four-star running backs, four-star tight ends, four-star quarterbacks, offensive linemen, defensive linemen, like the list goes on and on and on. And it's going to be interesting to see what he can actually pull, who he can flip from Penn State, and what this weekend looks like from a recruiting perspective and from a fan perspective at the game, who actually shows out if they do pack the stadium. I mean, this is an awful Virginia Tech team this year. We're playing Miami. It's about to be Thanksgiving break. Like, who knows how packed it's going to be, but it's going to be interesting to see what he's able to do with the resources that he has currently available to him.
And you know what? I will say it seems like the way he's going about this is he's got something to prove. He's going hard. He's mad. You can tell, and I think he's got a big chip on his shoulder. I don't think he just thinks he deserved to be fired from Penn State. I mean, I don't think he really did. Um, so I think chip on the shoulder, dangerous James Franklin could be something fun to watch.
I definitely agree, and it'll be cool to see, and we'll have more information on him as this goes on and updates, as we see things come in. Obviously, he's just getting started there. Tech responded by dropping some pretty cool uniforms this weekend too, bringing back the Hokie Stone uniforms, which you and I have been begging for years. And they finally here, I'll show you.
Hey, you got the black one. I got the black one. You got the white one. The white one we're wearing.
Yep, bringing back these helmets with Hokie Stone uniforms. It'll be very, very cool to see this weekend. I'm really, really excited for it. But that's enough. That's enough Virginia Tech talk. We're gonna pivot off of that for a little bit. Something you brought up was some other schools that are out there that are currently looking for head coaches. LSU, Arkansas, Florida. First episode, we talked about coaches. Where could they be going? I want to talk to you about this Lane Kiffin story here because it is really interesting to me that there is information that could come out from reliable sources that he could then go on the Pat McAfee show and say, no, this is not true. With the whole, we gave him, an ultimatum by the Egg Bowl, he has to decide. And he's like, no, that's not true. But then you're seeing rumors of him, flying to LSU. LSU beat reporters are saying that they're seeing that he could potentially be there. He's saying no, that he's committed to Ole Miss, all this different stuff. It's like, okay, where do you think that this is going to go? What do you think is going to happen? To me, I always find it weird that there's situations where sitting head coaches are being recruited to go to other schools mid-season. I don't love that. And this is especially weird because of Lane Kiffin's social media presence and what he is out there and the kind of dude he is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything different in regards to, taking interviews, being in head coaching searches while you're a sitting head coach. That's totally normal. I mean, it happens all the time. It's just with Lane Kiffin, you got a little bit of the extracurriculars, with his personality. I can't speak on it too much. I haven't followed the situation too well, but as far as the coaching, interviews and all that kind of stuff and the talk like that, that's pretty normal. But yeah, there's always something with Lane Kiffin.
Do you think he'd be a good fit at LSU, or do you think that he should stay at Ole Miss and try to keep growing what he's built there already?
I really don't know. He's built something pretty good at Ole Miss. He has the resources there. They're positioned pretty well. I mean, it's hard to say. You're kind of going to maybe a little bit. You're going to maybe a better job at LSU, but again, expectations are a little different there than Ole Miss. He can continue to build this at Ole Miss and build it up even more to maybe take over LSU's spot in the SEC, kind of where they even up. Like, generally I'd say Ole Miss is probably a little bit below the Georgia, Bama, LSU kind of thing.
Right.
They're kind of maybe like a Florida as of recently, or if you leave what you built at Ole Miss, who knows how long that'll take to build at LSU. And obviously they have resources, they have money, they have facilities, they can recruit well, but you're taking a risk leaving what you're building really well at Ole Miss. So I really don't know. I think one thing LSU could do is maybe hire Ed Orgeron back.
I also saw that if they hired Lane Kiffin,
he could do it again.
And I saw if they hire Lane Kiffin as a head coach, bring Ed Orgeron back as an offensive coordinator, which would be even more interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, and
talk about some of the games this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. In a second. The other thing I want to say too is I want to get your thoughts on one more head coaching thing, because we kind of talked about this off of this show. But what do you think about Bob Chesney and the stuff that's been going around with him? I'm interested to get your thoughts on this because we've talked about this. There's rumors saying he might go to UCLA. I heard he took an interview at Penn State. I want to know, A, if you think either of those are a good fit for him, but B, what do you think about a school like Penn State hiring a guy like that doesn't have the resume of winning at a power conference? He was at Holy Cross and then JMU. So I kind of want to get your thoughts twofold on A, UCLA, but B, if he goes to a school like Penn State, why hire a guy like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like you said, that's always the risk when you hire someone that's up and coming like that. You don't know exactly how they're going to translate to a Power Four level at a school with more resources and stuff like that. I mean, I think he's a good coach. He's a young coach. I think he's going to be good for a long time. He's going to go to some good programs probably. Um, it's not too much different from when Signetti left for Indiana. I mean, their records are like nearly identical from what Chesney's done, and what um, Signetti did. I think he's been a great coach. A lot of people really like the hires he's made, like as in coordinators and stuff. I think he can make even better hires at bigger places with bigger budgets. Um, and I think he's probably a young coach that a lot of recruits can get along with really well. That would really like him. Um, it'd be interesting to see if he went somewhere like a UCLA. I
Right.
think that'd be a better fit than say a Penn State because there's not as high expectations. There's a lot more wiggle room at UCLA.
Right.
He could take, if it takes a couple more years to get the program back and going, that can happen at UCLA. You can't really wait at Penn State. And I think Penn State would be more of a position to succeed quicker with what they already have set up and what the program really is now. Um, but I think he's a coach that could succeed at a lot of places, no matter where he
Yeah.
is.
I think you're right. I think it'd be interesting too because I think Penn State's more in his quote unquote recruiting footprint. Whereas you go to UCLA, obviously they're a big name school, so you do have more of a reach, but you're now moving to a completely different recruiting footprint. But it's definitely something to keep an eye on, and it's something we will keep watching. But yes, let's dive into that college football scoreboard for this week. And
Game of the week: Eastern Illinois and Alabama.
that's so funny you just said that because
this is a dangerous Eastern Illinois team.
dude,
I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I have no idea how they're going to be.
it's like these last 2 weeks, it's like the worst weeks to watch the SEC because it's just garbage football after garbage football. Like, dude, why is Georgia scheduling Charlotte on November 22nd, week 13 of the college football season? What are we doing?
Pretty much a bye week. I don't know why they do it.
It's so stupid. And like almost like a bunch of schools do it too. It's so dumb. It's always the big ones that do it, like the Alabamas and all that. It's so stupid. But actual games of the week, Oklahoma, Missouri, that's a good game. College game day, Oregon, USC.
Also, new news. It seems like I'm blanking on his name now. Missouri quarterback. He's going to be back. He's trending towards playing. Bo Pabula.
Yes.
I was going to say that. I almost said Bear Bachmeyer. But yeah, Pabula. It seems like he's trending. It seems like Pabula's trending to play against Ole Miss, so that's kind of a game changer. Ole Miss. Ole Miss. Did I just say Ole Miss? Oklahoma. I think they're in a good position here. They have the momentum. They just had some good wins. They went to Bama and beat them. And I think being home is a big thing. I think with Ahmad Hardy and Pabula back, that can make things maybe closer than people expected. Ultimately, I think Oklahoma wins, though. I mean, they're in the playoff now. I think it's safe to say that they're
Yes.
probably in.
Yep.
But I think it can be a better game. It can be closer. Line's only 6.5.
I would say not to tip my hand towards what we're going to be looking at later, but I do like that -6.5, especially with a questionable Pabula and whether or not he's actually back yet. Who knows? Don't hate that 6.5 line.
One game I think it's going to be really good. SMU and Louisville.
Yes.
Two teams fighting for the ACC.
Yep.
I think I kind of like SMU in this game.
I kind of like them too. I'm not going to lie.
They've had some good wins, and I honestly think Louisville's been a little underwhelming recently. Miller Moss hasn't been too great.
I also think I think UVA needs Louisville to win in order to make it to the ACC championship game.
I'm not sure.
I think so, and if that's the case, then I definitely am looking forward to an SMU win potentially.
Yeah. What other good games we got on here?
I mean, obviously the
Oregon
college game day.
Yeah.
Yep. Did I see Marcus Mariota is going to be guest picker?
He is. I used to have a Marcus Mariota, like the wing jersey, apple
Dude,
green.
that was my goat growing up. I loved him. Oh my god. I wish he
Oh
panned
yeah,
out in the NFL, man. God.
one of the best games I've been to. Went to the Rose Bowl, first college football playoff year. Rose Bowl was FSU Oregon, Jameis versus Mariota. That was sick.
That fumble that dude, that fumble that Jameis had. Oh my god.
that was some good football. I mean, Oregon ended up running away with that game, but that was one of the best experiences I've ever had.
That was a crazy game. Yeah, dude, that'll be a good game. USC will give it a run for their money. The line's 10.5, but I look and
Yeah,
feel like it might be closer than that.
couple other sneaky good games. You got Tennessee going to the Swamp against Florida at night. Um, Tennessee's kind of struggled with some night games to spend. When going in the Swamp, that could be a tough game for them there.
That's scary if I'm a Tennessee fan. Big time scary.
Tennessee's defense has not been good.
Dude, I would
They
say
don't have Boo Carter's gone too.
he wasn't really much of a help for them anyway. But I mean, the way
Yeah,
they looked last week, though, I'm not gonna lie. Like they weren't. I mean,
they weren't
dude,
too impressive.
Aguilar doesn't look that good. I hate to
Well, I mean, one thing is they were running it a lot that game. They didn't air it out that much.
yeah,
When they're at their best, they're throwing the ball over the
but
place.
he threw what 2 picks against New Mexico?
Yeah, I think so, or at least
Yeah,
one.
I think it was 2. Like I don't know. I don't love that.
Yeah.
Another ACC game that's a good game, sneaky good game. Pitt Georgia Tech should be an interesting one. This is a Georgia Tech team that has like been kind of reeling lately. I mean, they're 9-1, but
Tough games.
they look bad against Boston College last week. Like
Yeah,
really
they not
bad.
look good. They ended up pulling out the win, like as good teams do, but they played down. They played down to BC. That BC's not a good team. I mean, they were at
And,
Chestnut Hill, but still, that's a game they should have won no problem. It shouldn't have been a nail
and
biter at the end
Pitt's
for
a good
them.
team. Like so, I mean, the line's 2.5 for a reason. I don't know. It's a scary game. If I'm a Georgia Tech fan, I'm worried about that. Like you need to win out to guarantee your spot in the ACC championship game, and like this is a scary one for them. And then you have to
For
finish
sure.
with Georgia too. Yikes, dude. Let's see what else we got here. Some other interesting games. BYU Cincinnati at Cincinnati, another good one. That'll be another interesting matchup. Arizona State, Colorado. Low-key. So okay, Arizona State, Colorado. Did you see the Sam Levitt thing?
I saw he's probably
So
not going to be back at Arizona State
yeah,
next year, right?
so I think it was Pete Nakos tweeted it out saying that he wasn't going to be back at Arizona State next year, and
Are we
then his
sure it wasn't
brother
Nokos?
Nokos. No, it was it was the real one. It
Was
was
the
the
real
real
one?
one. It was the real one because Sam Levitt's brother went on Twitter and went after him saying that he like had like a screenshot of a text in which now you got me messed up because you said Nokos. In which Pete texted him and was like, hey, like, just so you know, we're going to put this out about your brother potentially not returning. And he responded and said, Sam hasn't made his mind up yet. Like, don't put that out. And then they tweeted it out. And his brother, like, fully crashed out on Twitter and was like, he hasn't decided yet. Like, but also at the same time, he didn't say that he wasn't leaving. So, like, it was kind of weird. But, like, I don't know. It was an interesting, like, back and forth thing of, like, they put it out there saying he was leaving.
No, I
And
did not see
then
that. It seems
I
like
don't
there's been
know.
a lot of family stuff going on in college football. A
Yeah.
little too much. You got the Pavia brothers. You got that situation. Sometimes
Yeah.
I think families. Go
So
ahead.
On3 tweeted out saying that he was, or whatever you say, whatever, one or On3, whatever it
On
is.
three, yeah.
Yeah. Saying that he was doubtful to return to the program, that Pete Nakos reported that. And then his brother put a thing up on his Instagram story and said, y'all are a joke. Address this right before Pete released the news. And it was Pete texting him saying that we're reporting Sam is expected to enter the transfer portal, is doubtful to return to Arizona State. And then he replied and said, why would you do that? That's not where things are right now. He's still deciding what he wants to do. So interesting. Who knows? But I mean, if he leaves Hokie, he does fit exactly what James Franklin like looks for.
He does like himself a more mobile running quarterback.
That's what I'm
Drew
saying.
Aller. He's still someone who can sit in the pocket, but heck, can move if need be. That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be very nice. Anyway, getting back on track now that we just went completely off track down a path of
Some might
questions,
say
and
waffling.
that's exactly what we're doing, which is perfect for the show. But Also, this game probably will be terrible because it's one semi decent team and one really bad team. But rivalry game this week, Cal Stanford. Love a good rivalry game. Enjoy that. 7:30 p.m. ACC Network at Stanford. Again, just one of those rivalry games that like you love to watch because it's like the two dorkiest schools in the world. And if you've seen like what they do at the end of the games, it's kind of funny. They like
I have not, no.
they send delegates from both of the marching bands, and they have like the trophy that like you take home if you win, and they stare each other down, and then whoever wins, that group picks the trophy up and steals it and runs it back to their band section.
No, I've never seen that. That's actually pretty. I like when there's
It's
interesting rivalry stuff
it,
like that.
it is perfect for Cal Stanford.
Was
Like
it? Was
it's
it?
the dorkiest thing.
I could be wrong. Was Cal Stanford it wasn't the infamous like
I don't think it
band
was.
game,
I
right?
was thinking the same thing when I said the marching band. I don't think so.
I feel that might have actually been like a Notre Dame or something like that.
Let's see.
Band on the field game.
Yeah. I don't know. I know. Let's see. I'm not watching a video on it. It was Stanford. It was Stanford to Cal. It was.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah. 1982.
Oh, the band's on the field.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess that's that's why they have the two bands and then the
Yeah,
winning band.
that's what I kind of figured.
Duh.
I love when there's interesting rivalry stuff like that.
I do
And
too.
then I wish more. A lot of times now the rivalries or games are happening before the end of the last game of the regular season. I love when it's the last game of the regular season. You got the Commonwealth Cup, you got
Yeah.
Georgia Tech, the game,
Yeah.
Auburn, Alabama,
Yeah. Which we'll get to that in a second because we won't be
favorite.
here next week because it's Thanksgiving. So we'll touch on some of those rivalry games before we head out for today. Another thing to touch on. Friday night, Hawaii this week. They're playing at UNLV, 10:30 kickoff.
That's gonna be a good game.
Ready for this? You can watch it on actual TV. It's gonna be on FS1.
Okay. So it's not Mountain West Sports app?
Nope. And we get a double dose of it because Saturday night, 10:30 kickoff, San Jose State, San Diego State. So we get both. You get two late games. And guess what? That game is also on FS1. So you can watch it on regular TV as well. So while you're off doing your thing, you get to watch that.
One thing I think we should pivot. Thanksgiving week every single year, feast week, college basketball, all the great tournaments you got.
Yeah,
that's going to be what a time. I'm looking at it right now. You got the Players Era tournament. I mean, shout out Ryan Hammer. He has his tweet out with the whole schedule and each team and everything. You got the Players Era tournament in Vegas. 18 teams, 17 are in the top 100 in KenPom, 11 in the top 50. That's going to be electric. You got Bama, you got Maryland, you got Gonzaga, Tennessee, Creighton, Kansas, Houston. I mean, you name it, Michigan, Auburn. That's going to be one hell of a tournament. I mean, it was pretty good last year. Some really good games. It's going to be great this year. Another one that I think is
wait, hold on. We're gonna stray wild for a second.
Oh boy.
Should we take a wild guess who we think so there's 18 teams playing in the Players Era tournament. 17 are in the top 100. Should we take a guess as to who we think the one team is that's not in the top 100? I don't know if it is or not, but since Justin got up and left, I'm gonna guess it's Rutgers if I had to take a wild guess. Let's see.
Gotta be.
Let's see. It's gotta be, right?
Gotta be.
No, it's not.
Rutgers
is 96.
They were 95th. Yeah,
they're 96.
They just beat two teams and dropped after those two games because they didn't look good.
You'll love this. You ready for who's not in the top 100?
Can I guess?
Go for it.
Oh, it's Notre Dame. Notre Dame.
Nope.
No.
Nope. It is not Notre Dame.
Oh, it's UNLV.
It is UNLV. Do you know what position they're in?
101.
101st. Yep. They're 101st.
Okay. So pretty much all 18 teams are top 100 in KenPom.
Basically.
Now I think Rutgers is gonna get the boot out of the top 100 pretty soon. But
I mean, yeah.
As soon as they play Tennessee one of the first games, that's a 50 point blowout. They're gonna drop. Another good one, Baha Mar Hoops in Nassau, Bahamas, 4-team tournament.
Yep.
Texas Tech, Wake Forest, Memphis,
going on right
Purdue.
now, right?
I think Purdue played already. I think.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
think
who
it's going on right
they.
now.
I don't know what the result was in that
Uh,
game.
Purdue won. Oh my God, Purdue won 80-71 over Memphis.
I thought it was a pretty good game.
And right now, Wake Forest, Texas Tech tied 76-76.
Wake's been a surprise team. They took Michigan to overtime, and now they're in a tie game under two. Like they might be a sneaky team this year in the
We'll,
ACC.
we'll keep an eye on it. Listen, I said it. I said it. The ACC is back for basketball, man. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. And Tech's playing in the battle for Atlantis again. Not great teams, but I mean,
There's some sneaky
seven
good
of
ones
eight
in
in the
there.
top 100. St. Mary's.
You got Vanderbilt in there, St. Mary's, VCU's not bad. Colorado State's not going to be a terrible team. I mean, they don't have their coach, but I think they still have a couple of solid players, so it might be a better team and a better tournament than you think.
Dude, were we in the ESPN Invitational last year? We were, right? Or was that 2 years ago?
ESPN.
I think that was last year because it was in Orlando.
Last year we were in the Charleston Classic, I think.
Was it?
Maybe.
Or was it? Okay. It was one of the two. But, dude, that tournament is booty cheeks. You
Which
got
one?
16 teams in the ESPN one, and there's 5 in the top 100.
Yeah, that's gonna be like a
Dude. Look at the like variety of teams. You have Miami,
the four
and
best
Richmond are the
best
same
teams.
tournament.
Dayton, Miami, BYU, and Georgetown. Those are gonna be the 4 top teams. Bradley's always sneaky good.
Am I staring at Townsend? Is that who I'm seeing?
Towson, yeah, Towson.
Yeah.
Richmond, Towson, Eastern Illinois,
I mean, Vermont's
Furman,
always
Charlotte,
good.
Vermont's always decent. But then, I mean, they run their conference because the conference is not good. But
The Aztecs, they're always good.
man, I see that playing out as I don't know how the bracket's set up, but I see that playing out as a Dayton BYU final. Maybe Georgetown.
Yeah, Miami's not good this year.
Yeah. Another interesting one. The Randy Children's Invitational, San Diego. Florida, Providence, TCU, and Wisconsin. That could be good too.
We need that. We need
But, I mean,
Providence to do well. Like that
this
makes our
is
win look
the
better.
best.
So.
This is by far the best week of college basketball outside of March Madness. I mean, we got so many teams playing, so many good matchups. It's gonna be a fun time. I'm gonna be watching it all week.
Well, let's break some of it down since we're talking about it. Let's jump to the start of all these tournaments next week. Because they have the first round matchups set for most of these. I mean, dude, some of these first round matchups are going to be good. Dude, Seton Hall, NC State, low key. Like, NC State sneaks into the top 25. They're 25. Seton Hall, I mean, listen, you can't count out any team from that conference, man. And no matter who it is. They always find a way to beat each other.
Was the second or third year there?
Third, I want to say. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Players error again, dude. We said it like Gonzaga, Alabama on night 1, cinema, dude. This Gonzaga team is sneaky good too, sneaky good.
Yeah. You got St. John's, Iowa State, 4:30. That's gonna be a good game. 14-16. Those are some really really solid teams there.
You got night 2, Tennessee, Houston. Dude, there's some good matchups.
That's gonna be good. I mean, even Oregon, Auburn, 8 p.m. on Monday. This is gonna be fun.
I love it. It's college basketball.
How am I gonna get any type of work done?
There's just no way. I said to myself, I was like, yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Thanksgiving week, like I'm gonna really lock in and get work done. I'm gonna be sitting at my computer and I'm gonna have my monitor back home, and I'm gonna have games up on my monitor, and I'll be doing work on my computer, and I'm not gonna be paying attention to any of the work on my computer. It's not happening. Dude, it's literally all day. It starts at 11 a.m. on Monday.
Texas Tech is up 2 right now and Wake, 18 seconds left.
Damn. I would have liked to see Wake win. Would have been nice for the conference.
Yeah.
But it's all right. Yeah, dude.
I think NFL.
Yeah, we can in a second. Dude, but like Feast Week might be like arguably one of the best things that happens in sports in general. Like,
oh, it's great. It's awesome.
Yeah. Rothstein's already tweeting about it an hour ago. Underrated Feast Week game. Iowa Ole Miss.
I'm gonna get his tweet as a flag. Anarchy? Nope, just college basketball. We gotta hang that up.
Or Mike Young popping like Ortonville Redenbacher. That's a good one too. I love that man. Rothstein don't sleep. You don't sleep till May. I love
Never.
Him. Yeah. All right, let's jump into some NFL for sure. some good games this week. In case you can't tell, we're recording this on a Thursday night because Texans Bills 23-16 right now. Bills just, dude, I don't know what this team is this year, but they are not the Bills of years past. And the Texans
Josh
look
Allen
better.
the past couple weeks.
Dude, the Texans look better without CJ Stroud. It's crazy.
I mean, they have one hell of defense this year. They rank in the top 3, I think, in every defensive category. So you can't sleep on their defense, especially at home. But I mean, it's not like it's college football. The NFL is a little different. If you have good defense in your home, you always have a chance to win, or at least to keep it close. And that's certainly what's going on here.
Dude, it's crazy too because like they have like one of, if not the best rushing defense in all of the NFL, and James Cook has 115 yards and a touchdown on him right now.
Good player, man. Usually when he does good, the Bills win. But they're still not. I mean, still 9 minutes left. They're only down 7, so it's still a one-score game. They did just punt, but
that is true.
Oh no! Wait. No, they got the ball back.
Yeah, Buffalo has a ball 1st and 10 with 9 minutes left?
Yep.
All right. Well, let's dive into some of these Sunday kickoff games because there's quite a few good ones this week.
Actually, first off, some news things. Burrow looks like he's trending towards a return.
Please. Oh my God, that would help my fantasy team. Please.
He practiced for the 2nd straight day, full practice. So, I mean, if he returns this week, that changes a lot. I think that could be a way better game against New England. I mean, that could be exciting. A healthy Burrow home against New England. That Drake May should throw the ball all over the place against that defense, but
no Jamar too suspended because of the whole spitting incident with
Jalen
Ramsey.
Spit on him, right? He spit on him.
I don't know why he even appealed it. The video like clearly showed him spitting on Jalen Ramsey, and then he appealed it anyway, and obviously lost, so he's suspended.
I'm surprised you didn't see like a Hawk Tua tweet from Jalen Ramsey or something. Even though that probably died down.
Brother, what are we doing? What year?
Did they be still tweet out?
Isn't he in jail? No, he's gonna get arrested?
He's facing a murder charge, I think.
Bro's tweeting from prison.
He's probably got someone running his account. Prison burner.
No, there's no way. He that with the stuff he puts out, there's no way he has someone running his account.
No. Other than that, let's see what do we got here? Dak Prescott fighting a little injury. That could be something to look out for against the Eagles this week. Josh Jacobs is going to be out. And we didn't touch on this. Keon Coleman, he's not playing again tonight. That's interesting.
Yep. You know what I do like this week? So I send my picks in that I always do every week. I really like the Jets this week. That's like my game of the week that I'm going to be locked in on. This spread is huge. It's 13.5. This Ravens team hasn't been blowing teams out. They're not great defensively, and they haven't been great offensively, even with Lamar back. And the Jets are starting Tyrod Taylor this week. I mean, the Jets won last week for their 2nd win of the season. This Ravens team has looked mediocre. I don't see the Jets, winning, but I mean, I can see them losing by 7-10, keeping it close.
I mean, most of these teams, there's not a ton of blowouts, in the NFL this year. So
that's what I'm saying. 13.5 is a lot, like a lot. Another game I really like too. I love the Raiders against the Browns. The spread is 4 right now, and Shador looked really bad last week. Granted, he didn't get any first team reps, but he looked bad. And I mean, again, the Browns have a decent defense, but dude, there's no way that you could expect. Again, I could be eating my words, but there's no way that you could expect him to come in this week and actually win a game, right? He's got no snaps.
It's gonna be tough.
Max Crosby is going to feast. Crazy.
Yeah, probably. I think Myles Garrett too. That Raiders offensive line does not look good. Does not look good whatsoever.
Just blame it on Geno Smith.
I think blame it all on Geno Smith. I hear Pat back there going off of that the Bills. I don't know who scored.
I just saw Shakir.
Let's see. Oh, they're in the red zone.
Yeah,
Shakir,
Shakir.
44-yard catch, 5-yard catch. I really hope I started him
Shakir
in
has 69
fantasy.
yards, dude.
Yeah, 7 receptions. That's like what, 13, almost 14 points.
Yeah, dude. I hear him. I hear him in the back.
I know he wants to like geek out so hard if they
Well,
score, but
he had some
we'll see
bet
if he.
too. So, yeah,
Yeah, he
I'm
needs
waiting
Bill's
to
money
hear him.
line.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear him explode. Well, you're playing
Um,
James Cook too this week, by the way. So Shakir has 12 points.
oh,
James Cook has
great.
20.
Can
Anyway,
never have nice things.
no, of course not. Why? Like,
All
have
right,
a decent
couple
game for
other good
Shakir. And
games.
yeah.
Couple other good games. Indy at Kansas City. That's going to be intriguing.
Is Daniel Jones still questionable? Last I saw, he was. I think
I
he
didn't
was
even know.
sick.
I didn't even know he was hurt.
I think he was sick. I want to say he was left off the. Yeah, no, he wasn't sick. I lied. I knew I saw something. Colts added Daniel Jones to their injury report today with a calf injury.
Really?
He had no injury status yesterday. Ian Rappaport said he had no injury status yesterday. Then he was limited today with a calf injury.
Okay,
So
that's something to monitor.
yeah, that's
That affects his
interesting.
running ability a lot.
Yeah, I'm looking at their injury report right now, dude. Again, so Charvarius Ward is going to be back, which is nice, and Kenny Moore will be back this week too for them. 2 corners, and they need the corner help bad. So they have those 2, and now they have Sauce Gardner, but no Daniel Jones, and you're starting what, Anthony Richardson instead at that point if Daniel Jones doesn't play.
Yeah, that changes things for sure.
Yeah, that's brutal.
But in Kansas City, it's always hard to play in Kansas City on the road.
Yeah, I agree.
But Jonathan Taylor, he's looked unstoppable. I mean, if he has a good game, they probably win that ball game.
If they gave the MVP award to anyone that wasn't a quarterback, he would get it. He should win
I
offensive player of the
think
year.
he still could. I think he still could.
I wonder what the odds are.
I don't know off the top of my head.
I'm looking at it right now.
While I looked that up, though. Well, I looked that up. I think it's gonna be game of the week. We always talk about game of the week. Tampa Bay going on the road at LA. When Matt Stafford has been home in a dome, he's been going off. I think this is going to be a really high scoring shootout game. I mean, it was a high scoring game in Buffalo last week. The Bills ended up pulling it with. Bills are weird, man. The NFL is weird. They go and they're at home against Tampa and they destroy them in the end, and now they're getting beat by the Texans. So
it's dude, it's a weird thing. All right, you want to take it? So right now, this was 12 hours ago. New York Post article. Right now, the favorite to win MVP is Matt Stafford at plus 140, followed by Drake May at plus 190, Josh Allen at plus 475, and then Jonathan Taylor at plus 700.
All right, well, I think Taylor and Allen are going to definitely flop after this game.
Yeah.
I mean, also the three passing, 3 rushing touchdowns did help Allen after last week.
That's true. But dude, I mean, Jonathan Taylor has another good game this week against the Chiefs, and Allen had a bad game. You could bump him up arguably to second, depending on how Drake May looks. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
He's been that good. He really, really has. Another good game to keep an eye on. And I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but Monday Night Football might actually be good after having beyond god awful primetime games for the last 2 weeks. We were watching a 0-0 football game at one point at halftime.
The best one was like they're all technically good games. They were close, but they were pretty boring.
Tonight might be the best one. Like, that's how bad it's been. Like, that's truly how bad it's been. I mean, I think Panthers 49ers might actually be a good game. Like, dude, I love the Panthers offense. I hate to admit it, but I love the Panthers offense.
Yeah.
Tedero, McMillan, Dowdle has been great.
That's been great.
Dude, like, I kind of like him. And 49ers
you have Purdy back, though, right?
You do have Purdy back.
Did Purdy play this last week, I think, right?
I think he did. I may or may not have taken San Francisco -7, even though I'm saying all of this. I mean, they're at home too. Like, so Purdy was back last week. He was 19 for 26 for 3 touchdowns. They blew the Arizona Cardinals out of the water, which, by the way, dude, Jacoby Brissett breaking the record for the most pass completions in a game.
That's hilarious.
And it's even funnier that they lost by 20. Bro had 47 pass completions and 2 touchdowns, and they lost.
And
Like,
you know
come on.
what? That was with no Marvin Harrison. Michael Wilson went off. I mean, Trey McBride with a ton of yards and receptions too.
Yeah, too bad. Too bad they gave up 41 points on their defense. Like, it's ridiculous.
Oh man.
Absolutely, absolutely brutal, dude. Before we wrap things up and give our picks, we've been teasing talking about it for a while, so we'll quickly talk about it. Little Chell for you, because we have not talked any NHL whatsoever at all in this program, and we are both big NHL fans. You a Devils fan, me an Islanders fan. Let's just talk a little Chell real quick, dude. It's been a good season, dude. I love hockey. I know you love hockey.
So entertaining. It's so
Dude, it's
entertaining.
so good. It's
Now,
so
I'll,
good.
I'll never. Now, I will say, I'm a fairly new NHL fan. Only the last couple seasons. I mean, I would always, if it's on, I'll watch it. I would get to watch, but I never really fully followed it. Then we go to we start watching it a little bit. We end up going to a Canadians game in Montreal, and since then, I mean, but I've just been nonstop watching it. It is so exciting. I think more often than any other sport, you'll have a night where there's so many good, exciting games.
I
Um,
totally agree. Every
and
night, and it's
any game
nonstop,
could be entertaining.
dude. It's great. But I want to talk about a couple things. The first thing is both of our teams performing exceptionally well to start the season this year. Devils with a
Yeah,
lot higher expectations coming in than the Islanders did. Obviously, Islanders getting the first overall pick, drafting Matthew Schaefer,
it's been
playing
a game changer.
frankly out of their minds right now. Devils still playing well, besides the fact that their entire team
Everybody's
decided to
hurt.
just get hurt at the same time.
I mean, and of course, Jack Hughes having a wonderful season gets hurt at a team dinner cutting his hand on glass, and then gets surgery and is out 8 weeks.
Not only
That's the
that, but
most
he
like
did it.
New
He did it
Jersey
with
bad luck thing to
Frank. He did it
happen.
with Frank the Tank,
Was
dude.
he
He did it
was
with
he actually was Frank the Tank actually there?
yeah. It was Frank the Tank. Oh, that's just such a. Oh my god, that's such a Frank the Tank thing to happen too. Like as a Devils fan, like he's just. Oh my god, it's hilarious. It's so funny. I feel
Dude, I
so
mean,
bad. It's such a
also
freak thing, but like, dude.
also just think about this. This is on a random Thursday night. Listen to these games. Kraken won 3-2. They came back from down 2-0. They scored three in the third and won 3-2. May have killed my parlay because I may have had Chicago. But I can't catch a break. But then you have Lightning winning 2-1 in overtime. You had the Flyers winning 3-2 in overtime. Um, Blue Jackets winning 3-2 in overtime. Those are all insane games. Kings and Sharks are tied 2-2 right now. Senators up 1-0 on the Ducks. That's close. Stars Canucks 2-2 after one.
Dude, I love
I
hockey.
mean, these
I
games
love
are
it.
all awesome. These games are all great.
I love it. And I want to touch on one thing before we wrap this up about hockey. And I know you agree with me on this, but dude, the Anaheim Ducks are one of the most fun franchises that I have watched in a long time in any sport, dude. Like now that they're like good, it is so much fun to watch them play hockey. It's not even funny. And on top of that, their franchise as a whole is just awesome. The giveaways they do, their social media team, all of it, it's great. And they are just, in terms of a hockey team, they are just so much fun to watch. They truly are. And
Hmm.
I don't know if there's been a team like in any sport that I've watched in a long time that has the kind of energy and the fun that they seem to have when they're playing hockey, man. And dude, Carlson is a great player, the kind of player that they needed. And clearly they're sitting at the top of the Pacific Division right now with 27 points. Again, they're just one of those teams that like, dude, it's just they're fun to watch, man. They really, really are.
Hmm.
It's an enjoyable watch.
For sure.
But with that all being
Also,
said,
wait, shout out.
yeah.
Their orange jerseys, like
Yes.
the kits or the sweaters, whatever you want to call them. Gorgeous, gorgeous. That duck logo in the center with the mask, it's awesome.
And they gave the masks out on opening the home opener to everybody.
And
So
shout and the nickname for the arena, the pond, that's awesome.
it again, like they're fun, man. They're so much fun. They really, really are.
Got something for you. Trivia.
Oh, oh, oh boy.
Ready for this one?
I don't know. We'll see. I didn't
All
do my
right.
daily dozen today.
Oh, we didn't. Oh, that could be a segment. That'd be bad. That would make us look so bad. We don't know. We
Oh
don't know
my
crap.
god, we would look
But
horrible.
it's not that it's easy though. It's not easy.
No, it's not. But we would look so bad. I'm pulling it up.
True, true,
Go
guys.
for it.
If you want a good trivia game to play, I play it every day. Daily Dozen Barstool Trivia. Got some random concepts that switches up every day. There's some sports, there's some pop culture. It's pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie.
As soon as you ask me the trivia question, we're doing it. I have it up.
All right, yeah, sure. Um, okay. Who threw for an NCAA record 58 touchdown passes in a single season? And it's
Okay.
FBS.
I know this. I know this. I don't know
Oh,
his
I
name, but
know.
I know it.
Do you?
It's the
I
Western
probably know why
Kentucky
you know it.
quarterback from like 2 years ago,
It
and I
is.
know it because
You know,
David,
because of
our
David.
boss,
Yeah.
yes, diehard Western Kentucky fan, Western Kentucky graduate. I don't remember his name though. I
Okay.
don't remember his name.
Played for the Patriots for a little bit. I don't know what team he's on now.
Play for the Patriots. It was a white dude. I know it was a white dude.
It was.
Oh my
Wait.
god. Play for the Patriots. Because I remember he was his senior year and he just boosted his draft stock through the roof because he broke Joe Burrow's record. Because it was Joe
And
Burrow
also,
before
I
him.
want to say they played in like the Bahamas Bowl or something like that, and like went off. I remember watching him throw. That could be totally wrong, but I feel like I remember watching him throw touchdown passes like crazy in that ball game.
It is crazy too because I can actually picture his face in my mind, but I don't remember his name for the life of me.
I'm trying to think of a hint I can give you. Um, got a fun last name. Um, what do I call your candle lighter?
Oh, it was him? Okay. So now I know who it is. I was gonna guess him, but I thought for some reason that he played at a bigger school than that. It's Bailey Zappi.
It is Bailey Zappi.
Yeah.
I want to get some context as to why I said the candle lighter. Call it the zapper.
All right. Daily
Wait, you
Dozen
want another
time.
one? Wait, you want another one? You want another
Oh
one?
god, oh god, oh god, oh god, okay.
This one, I think you can get this one. What's the first bowl game ever played? Like, what's the name of it?
Like ever all time?
Yeah, it's easier than you think.
The first bowl?
It's nickname. Well, there's the bowl name, but it's got a nickname that would make it obvious. May have been mentioned on this podcast today.
What?
hmm The granddaddy of them all.
We talking Rutgers?
No, 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 no.
Oh. Rose Bowl?
Yes, sir.
Rose Bowl, really?
First one ever played. Yeah,
Did not know that.
granddaddy of them all. That's probably why. That's the most historic.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Do we know who played in it?
I
It had to
don't.
be some
Let me,
random
let me look,
teams.
let me look it up. Let me look it up.
Had to be some random teams. Oh, dude, by the way, we're so cooked. I clicked on the first question for the Daily Dozen. We're done. It's over. How well do you know your 1990s football?
Probably not that well. It was the first one was Michigan versus Stanford. Stanford. I don't know why I said that so weird.
Like the Stanford or Stanford? Like Stanford or
No,
Stanford?
Stanford,
with an N?
like the Cardinal. Yeah,
Okay.
they Michigan won 49-0.
That's not surprising. Looks like nothing's
Fun,
changed.
fun extra nugget. It was so lopsided that the Tournament of Roses didn't bring football back until 1916.
That's
This game was
crazy. Imagine
this
getting
game
beat
was this
so
was
bad that they shut down the bowl game you played in.
I know, right? This was 1902 was when it was first played.
Damn, that's crazy. All right, you ready for this? We're about to get
Oh
absolutely
man.
fried for the lack of ball knowledge that we have.
Oh, I think I must have started it today. I did in class.
All right. Well,
I do know the first answer.
the current
But I
day
can't
AFC
help.
North team.
Yeah. Well, you have 25% chance.
Is it the Lions?
Bro.
Oh wait, it's AFC.
We gotta shut this podcast down. We can't.
Yeah, it's over, dude. We have no ball knowledge, none whatsoever. The lowest winning percentage from 1990 to 1999.
It's not hard.
Well, they weren't a team then.
Who?
No, they were a team then. I don't know who it is. You're looking at me like it's obvious because you have the answer.
No. I got it wrong.
Oh,
Initially.
okay.
Like I see the answer, so that's why. All right.
What was your initial guess?
I don't know.
Oh, because you just have the answers up.
Yeah.
For
like a bad team for years now.
Like they're
Can't
so
get a draft.
bad.
Can't get a draft pick right.
That's a lot of teams.
It's true. I haven't had a start.
Jets, Giants, Raiders. Yeah, well, it is the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, they've been that bad for that long. Don't they have like 40 quarterbacks or something like crazy like that, or 60? It's got to be something crazy.
I don't know.
It's not the
I
Browns.
won't. No, it is the Browns. Oh, that
No,
must
it's
be my
not.
guess. That was my guess. Then never mind. I forgot how this works. We're gonna have to cut this all out.
This is really bad. This is just pitiful. All right,
Okay,
next.
I did get college football and geography right. I don't know
Okay,
what
yeah, because the college football question is the Iron Bowl is a rivalry between
okay,
Alabama
yeah.
and what school?
Oh, I didn't look at it again, so I forgot it. What was the geography question? I don't.
I don't know. We're getting to it in a second. College basketball. This Duke big man got to play alongside two of his brothers during his tenure from 2009 to 2013, and he was a 2013 All-American.
Brothers.
Well, I immediately went to UNC in my head, and it's clearly not that. So, what brothers played basketball at Duke?
It's got to be someone. Well, I know. Wasn't the Jones brothers, but the Trey Jones, Tyus Jones,
but
Tyus Jones.
2013.
That was late. That was late though. That was later.
Yeah,
though.
he was 2013 All-American. Yo, we do not know ball in this podcast.
We
guys.
don't. I mean, this is a hard trivia though.
I'm just gonna put Tyus Jones in, but I know it's not right.
It's not. He was way later.
No. Geography question. Riga is the capital of this European country that is the original home of NBA player Kristaps Porzingis.
I know it. If you, I don't even need the Porzingis part.
I don't know it. You got this. This is your
Latvia.
geography.
Riga, Latvia.
I don't even know how you knew that off the top of your head. I'm skipping.
I'm a nerd for geography.
All right. Chain restaurant. As of October 2025, McDonald's is currently offering a limited time McFlurry and McFrapper with what cookie or snack brand as the add-in?
It's called a McFrapper, like a McFrappe.
I thought it was a Mc. I
don't know. What cookie or snack brand? I feel like we should know this with like commercials. There's got to be commercials about it.
I want to say Oreo, but it can't be that, right?
It's always been Oreo.
Yeah. Was it? No, it wasn't. What? As of
I haven't.
We did October. I feel like I would know this.
Maybe we're not chronically watching commercials enough.
I guess not.
I also haven't been to McDonald's in a minute.
But it says cookie or snack brand. I don't know.
It's gotta be like. Nah, it's like Nella wafers or something like that.
I don't know.
Nah, it's gotta be something more.
I'm guessing Nilla wafers. It's not right.
It's gotta be something more like.
Yeah, it's gotta be
a more popular thing.
Yeah. Made for the 2010 World Cup. Oh, this is easy. The song "Waka Waka" This Time for America had what main Latin singer as the artist?
Shakira. Yeah. Oh, baby, when you talk like that.
Younger versions of Charles Xavier, Magneto, and Mystique, played by James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, and Jennifer Lawrence, were introduced in this 2011 X-Men film.
Fantastic Four?
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, I think it's Days of Futures Past, I think.
I don't know.
Nope, guess not. That's the only X-Men movie I know.
I don't know. Oh, X-Men. I don't know why it's the Fantastic Four.
I don't either. We don't know ball again. This CBS reality show has won the Emmy for Most Outstanding Reality Competition Series a record 10 times. Reality competition on CBS. I got nothing. I'm skipping it.
This is hard. That one day we did it, it was easy. We had like every one.
Yeah, this is just piss poor from us.
Oh my God, we could have got that.
What was it?
The Amazing Race.
Oh my God, we're so.
I didn't know it was CBS.
That's so dumb. That's so stupid.
Oh, that was gonna be my guess. It's Chips Ahoy.
It is Chips Ahoy.
I thought I was gonna guess that. I remember I looked at the question this morning. I didn't end up guessing, and I was gonna guess that. Wow,
that's so stupid.
That makes sense. Yeah,
we're dumb.
Also, that would never got this celebrity mashup.
Yeah, no, I Jane Litz and Jesse Plemons. Yeah, no. I feel so dumb for not knowing it was.
All right, well, I feel like we'd end this.
Oh, Mason Plumlee. I did know that.
Oh,
I'm done. And it's
Mason Miles. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up with. Give me two things. I want two things from you. I want one pick for this weekend and one game you're watching next weekend for rivalry weekend for college football.
Okay. For my pick for the weekend, I'm going to go to the NFL, and I'm going
Yep.
to go over 49.5 in Tampa, Los Angeles.
Love it.
Maybe a sort of a high over, but honestly, when you look at like the other games, like you look at Philly, Dallas, that's 47.5, Jacksonville, Arizona, 47.5. I like the 49.5 at Tampa, LA. I mean, the Rams score a lot of points. I think
Yep.
Tampa can score a lot to match. I like the over in that game. Give me that.
Love it. For me, I'm going back to college football, and I'm going with a risk. I'm taking a big risk. A huge risk, some might say. But I like it. You're not going to like this. I like it, though. Give me the Florida Gators in the swamp, plus 4.5 against Tennessee. I don't know if they win. I see them losing by a field goal, covering. I mean, Tennessee's had all sorts of trouble. Very concerning for me. Give me Florida to cover the points plus.
I like that. I mean, I was just looking at Tennessee fans on Twitter. They announced the game time, and every comment was like the guy in war with like the PTSD with everything going on in the back. Like that was like the whole response to it. So they don't like going on the road, especially. I mean, the swamp is
Swamp's
on the
scary
road at
place.
night's not hasn't been good to them this year.
I agree.
Um,
And give
and then
me your one game next week that you're watching.
oh,
Rivalry though, strictly rivalry.
strictly rivalry.
I got mine.
Yeah, I know what you're probably gonna say that.
I'm not.
Okay. Okay. Well, the obvious answer is the game Ohio State Michigan. They're gonna both can be ranked. The game's always good, even when they're not. I mean, look at last year, right? It wasn't last year Michigan, or maybe 2 years
Yeah.
ago. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Michigan wasn't ranked. They were not
Yep.
good, and still beat them. Um, and that's the obvious answer, though. Ah, I want to say, give me, um, give me Georgia Tech.
That was mine. God damn it. That was mine.
Well, you should have went first, man.
God damn it, man.
All right, well,
This
that's
is-
yours.
No,
I'll
no,
pick
no,
a
no, no.
different
That's fine.
one.
No, you keep that one. That's fine. I'll pick a different one. I don't care.
No, I think Georgia Tech, it was an interesting game last year. Georgia Tech almost pulled off them. I think it went to overtime, right?
Yeah.
Last year in
We went to
Athens.
like a bunch of overtimes.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Dude, it's
So
good going.
now going at Georgia Tech, I mean, that could be a good game. I mean, Georgia's offense looks really good this year, better than they did last year, maybe,
Yeah,
arguably.
I
Um,
agree. And Georgia Tech's a better team than they were last year.
yeah, I mean, Georgia Tech's got the number one offense in the FBS. So, I mean, as long as they beat Pitt this week. You don't want to look ahead a week, but that could be a good one in Atlanta.
And so since you took mine, I'm going to pivot. But this is again another matchup that's dependent on what happens this week. I hate looking ahead a week, but it is what it is. Battle of Tennessee. Give me Vandy and Tennessee.
Hmm.
I think again another ranked matchup, but I think this is a really good one, and I think this will hang Vandy's college football hopes in the rafters. I think this is a Tennessee team that might come in very pissed off. We'll see what happens this week, but a loss to a Tennessee team that either loses to Florida or is maybe a fringe top 20 team could knock Vandy out of the college football playoff conversation altogether. And so I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to watching that. Obviously, we'll be checking in on whether or not our Hokies can knock UVA out of any chance of playing in any sort of postseason football this year outside of a bowl game. But it should be interesting, and I love a good rivalry week. I really do, and it'll be good. But that's it for us this week. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Appreciate you all listening.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna be off next week. Obviously Thanksgiving, but we will be back.
We'll see. Maybe we can squeeze something Friday morning.
Maybe in person live from Rutgers, Penn State. Who knows on Saturday?
That could be battle for bowl eligibility.
Who knows? But we might not be here next week then. Well, I won't say it and set it in stone that we won't be, but we appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate everyone watching, everyone listening. And like I said, we'll be back. We'll be better than ever. Plenty of stuff to talk about. There's always things going on in sports. Who knows? Maybe by the time we come back, there'll be new coaches and new spots in college football. Everyone's moving around, so who knows? Again, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for listening, and we will catch y'all later. Peace.